Alright, so in today's video, I will go over all the banners coming in Honkai Star Rail, because the next few patches of HSR are not normal. This isn't a pull who you like and relax kind of cycle. From version 4.0 to 4.4, Hoyoverse is very clearly entering a phase where every single update is designed to pressure your Stellar Jade savings in a different way. New paths, special versions back-to-back, anniversary-level characters, and banners that are placed so perfectly that skipping one always feels painful. I will go over the newest confirmed and semi-confirmed roadmap info, and honestly, the more you look at it as a whole, the more it feels like this is a planned escalation. Not one crazy patch, not two, but an entire chain of them. Save up to 30% on current banners at LD Shop. Plus, with my coupon, you'll get an extra 5% discount, which is a huge 35% off in total. Like this one, you can get 6,480 Oniric Shards pack for just $68, which normally costs $100 in the game. And if this is your first purchase, you get double the amount of Oniric Shards. The process is super fast. Pick your product, choose your server, enter your UID, and that's it. Your purchase arrives in under 5 minutes, and LD Shop ensures secure payments every time. Plus, if you spend over $80, you'll get a free Express Pass. Interesting, right? So, use my link in the description or pinned comment to get 35% off and save big on every top-up. Now, let's get into the banner roadmap. Version 4.0 is where everything starts to shift. This is the patch that really introduces the Path of Elation as a core part of the game instead of just a side experiment. And the banner lineup already makes it very obvious that this path is not here to be niche. In the first half, we're most likely getting GUANG. Instead of being a simple damage dealer, she's designed more like a backbone for Elation teams. She's the kind of character that doesn't look flashy on her own, but once you put her into the right team, everything starts to flow better. Rotations is expected to feel smoother. Buffs line up more cleanly, and suddenly Elation teams stop feeling chaotic and start feeling consistent. She's more about enabling than carrying, and that usually means long-term value. And right next to her, there's a very high chance we'll see Black Swan return. But this isn't just a normal rerun. She's expected to come back with direct buffs. That alone is a huge deal, because Hoyoverse almost never buffs characters and then reruns them immediately, unless they really want to push them back into the meta. For anyone who skipped her before or felt she was a bit awkward, this suddenly becomes a very tempting banner. Then comes the second half of 4.0, and this is where the real danger begins. This is where Sparkle's special version shows up. Instead of being a support, this version turns into a full-on DPS built around skill point consumption. Her entire design revolves around burning resources to create massive damage windows, and that already tells you she's not meant to be played casually. She's meant to be built around, planned around, and supported properly. And of course, she lines up perfectly with YAO. That's not an accident. Phase 1 gives you the engine. Phase 2 gives you the weapon. To make it even worse, regular Sparkle is very likely to rerun in the same patch, and she's also expected to come back with buffs. So you're looking at a patch where both the original version and the special version of the same character are being pushed at the same time, both stronger than before. That is not a coincidence. That is a calculated Jade drain. Then we move into version 4.1, which on the surface looks calmer, but these are often the most dangerous patches long-term. First, we get Pearl, one of the 10 Stone Hearts, and part of the IPC's top-level structure. Characters tied to the Stone Hearts are almost never filler. Even if they don't look broken on day one, they usually end up being important pieces in future team archetypes. Pearl feels like the kind of unit that might not blow up the meta immediately, but slowly becomes more and more relevant as more systems get added. In the second half, we get La Macha, the leader of the Galaxy Rangers. This is one of those characters where even without full kit details, you can already feel the weight of his role in the story. Everything about his positioning suggests a very high-end damage dealer, possibly tied closely to the hunt path. Whenever Hoyoverse pushes characters like this, they tend to be extremely competitive in their role. Reruns in 4.1 are still a bit unclear, but there's a decent chance we'll see some older, highly synergistic units come back around this time. This is the kind of patch that quietly eats your savings if you're not careful. And then comes version 4.2, the anniversary patch. And let's be honest, anniversary patches are never balanced. They are not designed to be reasonable. They are designed to sell hype. The first half is likely reserved for Yae Sakura's X-Spy version. This is the kind of character Hoyoverse always treats as a centerpiece. New animations, very polished kit, very strong numbers, and very obvious synergy with the new Elation ecosystem. She's almost certainly going to be one of those characters that feels powerful no matter where you put her. Then in the second half, we're expecting a special version of Silverwolf. And if there's one thing Hoyoverse never does, it's release a week anniversary character. This version is expected to play very differently from the original, possibly leaning much more into sustained damage or broader team impact. Even without details, the timing alone tells you she's going to be a big deal. Even if there are no crazy reruns here, 4.2 by itself is already a nightmare for anyone trying to save. After that, things get a bit quieter, but not safe. Version 4.3 is heavily pointing toward Blade's special version. We've already seen hints of it, and multiple sources agree that this is where he shows up. We don't know what his role will be yet, but Blade is one of those characters who doesn't need justification to sell. A new version of him is automatically going to pull attention no matter what. And then we reach version 4.4, which is where things get more speculative, but also very scary. The name that keeps coming up is Himeko's special version. After seeing what they did with Dan Hang in March, it makes sense that she'd be next in line. If this is true, she's almost certainly going to get a fully modernized kit, new visuals, and a much stronger presence in the meta than her current form. The rest of 4.4 is still very uncertain. There are some whispers about other special versions like Aventurine or Robin, but nothing solid enough to treat as real yet. Still, even the possibility tells you one thing: this period is not going to slow down. So if you look at everything together, 4.0 is a trap, 4.1 is a slow burn, 4.2 is pure chaos, and 4.3 and 4.4 are the setup for the next wave. This is not a cycle where you can pull casually and hope for the best. So now I want to know, who are you actually saving for? Are you going in on the new Elation core? Are you waiting for the anniversary units? Or are you holding everything for Blade or Himeko's special version? Let me know in the comments. Good luck with your pulls, and I will see you in the next video.